Hello, my dear viewers. This is Rakesh welcoming you in the Dukascopy Webinars YouTube channel. And you're watching Forex Trading with Rakesh. Well, I am Rakesh. I'm not an employee of Dukascopy Bank, so please, if you ask me more questions about Dukascopy Bank, I may not be able to answer. So please consider this. I'm not an employee of Dukascopy Bank. I am an independent analyst. Therefore, whatever I'm going to tell you in this webinar, they are my own opinions. It has nothing to do with the Dukascopy Bank. All right. Hello MGA. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining in. May I know who all have joined so that we can proceed with the small talk and then charts. What do you guys say? Very well. But before that, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending upon whichever part of the world you are right now. Mike, hello. Mike JB007 is here. Hello, Mike. How are you, Mike? I think you are also new. I seen you first time here. Would you like to tell us something more about you? Where are you from? And how did you land up here in this webinar? If you don't mind sharing. Yes. Okay. And where are you from, Mike? Have you been here in this webinar before? All right, so you have been here before. All right. So it is for those who are listening to the recording or maybe who are new here. For them, that we are not going to discuss any fundamentals here in this webinar. We are only discussing the technicals, and in the technicals also we are limiting our analysis to the price action, and sometimes and only sometimes we are using RSI and volumes to confirm the direction of the trend. That's it, because we all know the basics is that the trend is our friend. So till the time we are trading with the trend, we have a higher probability of winning any trade, higher probability of winning, although it's like win and lose, it is 50-50 chance of winning and losing, but the probability is higher if you have an information edge, which is in the form of technicals and the price action analysis. Hey guys, please ask questions. If you have any doubt, you can also request me about any particular pair or instrument that you want me to analyze in front of you right now, but I will be discussing that pair in the end, and we'll go through our routine checkup, which is the major currency pairs and the bullions, the Brent, a few yen crosses, and above all we are going to analyze the dollar index, what is happening in the dollar index. Okay, so guys, before I do that, let me take you through the risk disclaimer. Okay, here is the risk disclaimer. Please read it, understand it. Everything that is written in this risk disclaimer is very important. You can pause the video here if you want to, or you can watch it later, but do not take trades based on whatever I say. Do your own research. But if you really want to trade on my analysis, then you will be responsible for your profits as well as losses. You cannot hold Dukascopy Bank or me as whatever profits you make for that, or whatever losses you make, although I'm sure that you're going to make profits if you just strictly follow whatever I say. Anyways, yeah, so let's hop on to the charts first. So this is the first chart of the day, and every day we are keeping this as the first chart. Well, this is the dollar index, guys. We want to have a general idea where the dollar is going in the broader market. Okay, now like I have written, below 102.46 it is bearish, so at every rise you should look for a selling opportunity. And from this fall that the price has taken just in these 2 days, from 2nd of May to 3rd of May and even to 4th of May, this 50% fall, 50% of this fall is around 101.47 and 62% is around 101.63. and you see the price came in between these two areas and it got rejected on the 4 hourly. Now people may be thinking there was news, there was this, there was that. There is nothing. Okay, it was just cheaper for the sellers, so they sold it. That's it. Okay, no questions asked. Yes, we are bearish in this one. Maybe this was just these stop loss hunting, and now the price can even reverse from here to the downside. And on the downside we are expecting 100.44 area to be traced in this dollar index. Okay, on the higher side, if the price continues higher, then we'll be expecting a resistance at around 101.98 level, which is the previous support and resistance. But also I want to keep an eye on the latest high that the price has made, which is 102.16, and thereafter the daily pivot, that is 102.46. so keep these levels in your eyes: 102.46, 102.16, 101.98 on the upside. On the downside, keep an eye on 101.15 and 101.19 area. These may provide some support to the price. Well, in euro is not able to hold the gains at the higher levels, and it seems like it is on the verge of breaking a double top. Guys, let me tell you that double top pattern is not confirmed until and unless it is broken. Now here, how this qualifies as a double top, I will tell you. The market was making higher highs and higher lows. Okay, then came this reaction low, then came the high, and then again this was the reaction low. Now this reaction low actually broke through this, and if it is able to close lower, then this will be a confirmed breakdown of the double top. Now if the after the confirmed breakdown of a double top, what happens? The price tends to, most of the time it tends to go to the neckline. Now I will explain you what is neckline, and then reverse from there, taking approximately the same target as the height of the double top. Now in this case the height is approximately 150 points, so we measure the 150 points from the breakout, and it will be around these lows, that is 1.0792. now if the price is to go there, it has to close it has to just close below this low, which is around 1.0942. so if the price closes below 1.0942, that means this double top is broken and the break is confirmed. Okay, thereafter we will just have to keep an eye on the broken level to act as a resistance, and then short this pair with the target of around 150 points. That is it. It is so simple to trade the patterns. Okay, now this will also, the double top and head and shoulder, these are also reversal patterns. Okay, so if this double top happens, that means the price has reversed or the direction of the market has changed. Okay, what else in this? There's nothing else actually. Now you should keep an eye on 1.0942, how this behaves when the price comes here, and on the higher side you should expect resistance at around 1.1006, and eventually if the price closes below 1.0942, then this upswing pivot, which is 1.0909, is worth watching, which I suppose will break definitely, because in the process of attaining 1.07 something, like 150 pips from 150 pips from here, in the process of achieving these targets around 1.0790 area, it has to break through 1.0909. Okay, I hope you got it. If there is any question, please ask. Okay, what about the pound? Yes, pound also tried to go lower but was supported by the buyers here around 1.2583, which actually we were expecting to act as a support, because this was the previous resistance and also the previous support when the price came here to test this. Now again the price has acted as a support. On the 4 hour it is even more visible. You can look at the bullish engulfing here. It is on the verge of closing now. There is only 20 minutes left. So now I think 1.2583 can be taken as a good support, and resistance is 1.2668 now, which is the 2 pips higher than the previous level that we had created. These two levels are all that you have to keep an eye on, but eventually if the price breaks below this low that the price has made just now, 1.2577 area, then you can look for the lower lows, that is 1.2435 also in this market. Australian dollar, yesterday we were expecting the price to break above 1.6805, which never happened. Okay, which never happened. I think I have mentioned this in my previous webinar that till the time the price does not qualify or goes higher than 1.6805, I will not be willing to buy this market. And yesterday the price tried, but it could only reach 0.6802 area, so this does not qualify as being a buyer in this market. So right now I am on the sidelines in the Australian dollar, although in my mind the bias is bullish, but the price action is not bullish. So if my bias is not aligning with the price action, I don't take any decision in that, so I stay away from this market. Now I have written the spelling of churning, so the churning is what the price is doing right now here. Okay, New Zealand dollar is comparatively better than the Australian dollar. Now you see in Australian dollar it has made a lower low than yesterday's low. Yeah, but in New Zealand it has failed to make any lower low than yesterday's low. That means there is good strength in the New Zealand dollar, and if the even if the price tries to go down, I think there will be a huge support standing around 0.6314 area, and you can actually buy, I think, with a great confidence near 0.6314 with a small stop loss below, and you can also keep your take profit target around 0.6380 for the first target, and later on for the higher targets you can aim for 0.6375, sorry, 6537. What I'm saying, I'm sorry, wrong mention. 0.6537 may be the next target after 6389 area is taken out. USD JPY on the similar lines of the dollar index, it is also finding it hard at the higher levels to hold the gains. Now I think these lows that the price has made are offering some resistance to the price. Also these lows that the price has broken now. So I'm not very bullish on the USD JPY right now, because if there would have been a buying, it would have already happened and the price would have already gone higher. But I think the buyers are reluctant in the USD JPY, and eventually I think it will break down. But I am not anyone to speculate what is going to happen next. So I will just mention that the price is in an uptrend, and on the higher side resistance is at 137.77, and on the lower side support is at around 133.01 area. All right, my good friends, who are aware of what we were talking about here, we were talking about something here like that. Down, up, this is what USD CAD is going to do, and it is doing on the upside now. 1.3522 is the resistance, on the lower side 1.3261 is the support, but you can also actually keep a small short-term support here around wherever the price has made a low. All right guys, USD CHF, we are expecting lower lows in the USD CHF, but for some reason US dollar gained against the CHF today, but was eventually rejected at 0.8927 area. It went higher, but then again it came back below that and is giving us now, right now it is giving us a bearish engulfing in that market. Now a bearish engulfing at resistance is having a huge meaning. Now it means that there is a high probability that this market will try to go towards 0.8819 area. Okay, so keep an eye on 0.8819 on the downside, 0.8927 on the upside. Actually now 0.8927 will move to the recent high that the price has made. Silver, we were bullish on the silver, but right now silver is consolidating after making a higher high. So I think after some days it will even go beyond 26.08, and maybe eventually we can buy this silver around 29.83 in future, very near future. Gold is also consolidating like the silver. Okay, it is not breaking any higher high or not breaking any lower low. If the price doesn't break any lower low or higher high, that means it is consolidating, and yes, it is. On the upside 2048 is the resistance, 2079 is the resistance. On the lower side support can be found at 1999 and 1969 area. Brent, we are expecting sell off in the Brent. Now in this chart it is not clear, but when you switch to 4 hour you will know that we could have potentially made a lot of profit in this market. I told you to go short in this market when you see that this channel breaks and the price again entering this area. Actually this happened very fast, and after that the price has not seen that area again. But yes, on the lower sides I can see, at least on the 4 hour, somebody is trying to act as a buyer and is pushing the price above previous 50% level of the previous fall, which is 75.88. If this buying continues, the price can go towards 77.33. But if we fail to close any day higher than 75.88, or in other words, if we close any day below 75.88, I think the lower levels, that is 72.66 and 71.36, these will be exposed in this market. USDZR, guys, I told you that we are very bullish on the USDZR. Why did I say you? Now you can imagine. Like I told you first day, if you are watching this webinar every day, you must have heard me yesterday also saying that if you find any support in the US dollar across the board, any support or any positive thing in the US dollar, you will see the breakout here. I told you about that yesterday also, that yes, this is possible, this market will go up, and after 18.5054 we will be expecting 18.71652, and after that is taken out, we will be looking for 19.3381 in this market. And yes, this is possible because the US dollar is very strong against the South African rand, and this is a clean breakout. This is a clean breakout after maturity. What is possible now here, guys? Let me take you to 1 hour. What is possible here? The most probable thing that is going to happen now is this is the most probable thing that is going to happen. Okay, and if that happens, you have to keep an eye here in this area, because in this area you will have to open a buy with a small stop loss below the low that just the price has made here, and keeping the targets, initial targets, at around 18.7165 and next targets around 19.3381 in this market. Okay, because this is a very I will say robust trade with a small stop loss. Risk to reward ratio is good, so one must think about it. Talking about the Bitcoin is moving just as prescribed, as if I am writing prescription for Bitcoin, or I am operating the Bitcoin where it should go. But no, okay, the Bitcoin is moving in this small triangle. Eventually it has to break on the upside or the downside. Keep an eye on the downside, 26,950, on the upside 29,978. Till then, till the time it doesn't break any of these two, I think you should just stay away from this market. Euro JPY, yeah, Euro JPY, we are bearish in the Euro JPY. Why we are bearish in the Euro JPY? Because yes, Euro is going down, Yen is getting strong, but no, we are bearish and we are sellers. These are two different concepts, guys. Let me clear you. We are not going to sell this market until and unless it breaks below 146.28. okay, we turned bearish because it gave us a bearish engulfing at the resistance, and the daily chart is showing the bearishness in the chart. But if you switch to weekly, you will see that the weekly is bullish. The weekly is still bullish. It has broken through the previous highs and now is coming back to retest those levels as the fresh support. But when you switch to the daily or 4 hour, you will see that the price is making multiple lower highs and lower lows. So that's why I was saying that the bias is bearish. But if you say that we are sellers, no, we are not selling this market, because we don't want to go against the trend. We want to only buy this market as close as 146.28, so that we can buy it with the bigger targets on the upside. Euro GBP, very good going. I told you that it is possible to go now towards 8.8546. that is an area which is exposed, and every time the price will rise now from here, 0.8730 area will be acting as a resistance, so keep an eye on that area. On the lower side, 0.8546 will be providing support to the price. Guys, I'm surprised that I have talked so much today, but there are no questions or queries or any objections from the viewer side. Are you all understanding? It is all clear to you whatever I'm saying, or it is bouncing from your head, like you don't understand what I'm saying, or maybe you're already asleep? Let me know, it will give me more energy if you give me feedback. How is it? Is it good enough? Can you understand whatever my language is? Because my language, I think, is very easy to understand. I'm not using any hanky panky rest from yesterday. A rest from yesterday? What do you mean a rest from yesterday, friend? A rest from yesterday. I'm sorry, MG, I did not understand this part. Is Paul there in the chat? Paul or Clara or something? Yesterday was a very active. Yes, yesterday was a very active session. It took me more than 1 hour yesterday. Hassan, hello, ready. Thank you. You were insightful. Hello, Hassan. Thank you for the feedback, brother. Thank you very much. So, yes. So that means whatever I'm saying, you are able to understand. That is the only feedback I needed. And thank you, Hassan. That is a wonderful feedback that you have given me. And it actually gives me more energy to go ahead with the webinar. Yesterday was a very active session. Indeed, yesterday was very active because we had taken almost 1 hour and 4 minutes for that to cover. And we were really talking a lot in depth yesterday. So here guys, you see that in the process of going down from 87.30, now you remember yesterday or day before yesterday when we speak about a close, it was I think 5th of May. We said that if the price closes any candle below 8730, then 8546 will be exposed in this market. Why did we say? Because every time the price was going below that level earlier, it was not closing below that. It was not closing below that. That means there were buyers here. Now you suppose that if you want to throw these buyers out of the market, what you gonna do? You are gonna hit their stop losses, right? The stop losses are gonna be below these lows. So when these stop losses were hit, so they were not able to buy it more, and therefore the candle closed lower. Now if the candle closed lower, it has a direct psychological impact that now the market is going south. So rather than opening the buy positions, whenever the price retraces back, the sellers will be jumping in order to sell this market, and this is what happens. So that's why the bearish engulfing at the resistance happens. Now when that happens, now you might be thinking, okay, this is at support, this bearish engulfing is at support. No, it is below the support. Now when this below the support, this level is acting as a resistance. So now the price is pushing itself towards 0.8546, and in the process you see this low has been taken out. Now this was a crucial low. Was after making this low, this was a crucial low which the price has made, and after making this the price was going very high, okay, whatever. Now but you see that this low is taken out. That means all those who bought the pair here with some stop loss may be lower than this, now they are also out. So that means even if the price rises from here towards 8730, there will be more sellers who will be willing to jump in to join this bandwagon. That means the resistance will be more this time. So even if the price rises, we will be looking for a selling opportunity with the targets of 0.8546. Now I say you that you target 0.8546, that doesn't mean that you target exactly 8546. No, you keep your targets or take profit before 10 points or 15 points before that, if you are talking about the daily charts. Okay, if you're talking about the daily chart, or if you're planning your trades on the daily chart, you should keep your trades like plus minus 10 pips above that. Okay, like this, because this is not a support level, this is a support zone. Every line that I make on the daily is a buffer, is like this. Okay, everything is like this. If you do like this, you will be very happy with your trading or with your analysis. Okay, because the exact levels to get, it is very difficult to get the exact level. But I must tell you one story about me with the Dukascopy Bank. You know, earlier in 2009, the Dukascopy, when it got established, it started Dukascopy tournaments. And one of those tournaments was to predict the price of any pair in the future. And the time period was like 40 days. So you have to tell advance before 40 trading days that after 40 trading days, where will be the price of that particular pair. And I pinpointed the price of USD against the Canadian dollar to I think 0.0001%. I remember they gave me 2400 US dollars as the prize money for that prediction. You know that it was the first. Okay, forget it now. Now they are not doing those contests. They are only using the strategy contests. Okay, forget about it. But this was a good story because I could predict the price of dollar against the loonie like 2 months back. So where is it? It's all price and time and price theory. Okay, so what we are expecting now, 85.46 is what we are expecting. Now somebody might be thinking, yeah, somebody might be thinking that when can we get that? I think I will be giving you price and time theory also someday. So this is, if this continues in my predicted manner, then before 26th of June, the price will meet 85.46. that is for sure. Okay, we can see it. Okay, if the channel continues, the price has to meet. It can be 26th of June, it can be 23, it can be any day, it can be even 23rd of May, anything before that. But even if till 23rd of June the price doesn't meet 85.46, I will close my position. This is time theory, because if it doesn't meet here, that means it would have broken this channel, and it is, even if it has broken this channel, I don't want to stay in this market as a seller, of course. Okay, so that's the point. So guys, you got it. The resistance 0.8730 and support 0.8546 in this market. US 500, we also call it S&P 500 with love. I think yesterday I also mentioned something here when I said that okay, this is first shoulder and this can be considered as head, and I'm expecting another shoulder here. Did I tell you something like that? Okay, maybe I have forgotten, but I think we have talked about it. So this is what we are expecting, guys. And if that happens and the price breaks below 4048, in that case it will be called as a head and shoulder breakdown. And in case of a head and shoulder breakdown, we wait for the retracement, and at retracement we go in the direction of the trend, which is selling direction, and we become seller here with a small stop loss above. And in this case, actually we have okay, if we do it like this, you see what is most probably going to happen. If we sell in this territory here, okay, and if we sell at the lower prices like 4026, and if we keep a stop loss say higher here for 5088 points, or I think 5000 points, then we will have potential profits of around 20,000 21,000 points, which is 1:4 reward to risk ratio. So risk to reward ratio is 1:4. Who doesn't want a trade like this, right? But if you try to sell it here, you have a problem, because your stop loss is very close here. Okay, I mean, of course you want a stop loss to be close, but your potential profit is not 3 times, right? Your stop loss is around 3000 points, but your take profit target is around 7000 points. So one, it is not risk to reward ratio. Good risk to reward ratio is not there. Second, the price action is uptrending and you are trying to sell this market. So why not to get a confirmation of the breakdown and then sell it at the level of resistance which is established. Okay, I hope you get it. Now guys, even a better way of entering a sell is, today I will explain you. Okay, that. Now suppose we have 3 candles here. No, suppose this is one candle and this is another candle and this is another candle and this is another candle. Okay, wait, let me make it very clear. Okay, suppose it broke through this area like this. Okay, one break, then second candle. I'm not showing wicks, so you please be careful about that. And then it makes third candle, then it starts going up. Okay, and then it starts going up, then it makes another candle lower like this. Of course it will be like this, and then it makes like this. So if the price starts moving like this, if the price starts moving like this, what are you going to do, guys? What are you going to do? You see, you are not going to sell anywhere here, right? You are going to sell somewhere here. So here you have to find this type of price action. I will show you this type of price action. You have to find a candle which has highest high. There are lower highs on the either side. So this will be your swing high. Okay. Now whatever is the next candle to the swing high, whatever is the low of that candle, whatever is the low of that candle, something like this will be there, right? Whatever is the low of that candle, below that you can place your stop order, stop sell order. And if you place, say, your stop order somewhere here, then your stop order will be here, then your stop loss will be here. Whatever is the high of that candle, it should be higher than that. Okay, your stop loss should be higher than that. And what should be your take profit target? Your take profit target should be the next level of support area plus 10 pips. This is so simple to do, but the problem is that there is a need of a lot of patience to do this, because we are talking about the daily candles and we are talking about the 4-hourly candles, and people don't have patience. I see people don't have patience. People have no patience at all. The market is doing nothing and they still want to trade. They want to fire the bullets even when the deer is not there. So if you fire the bullets when the deer is not there, how can you expect that any of your bullets will go and hit the deer and you will get a hunt? How is it possible if you don't wait for the right time, right opportunity? So waiting, patience, everything, not being greedy, don't have fear of missing out, all these things incorporated together. If I have to say it in one line, if you don't have a planned trade or a planned execution, then that means you are not trading. Some people uses the concept of crown versus head and shoulders. What do you think about it? I don't know what is crown, but I know head and shoulders only, brother. I really don't know anything about crown. I have never heard of crown. Believe me, I have never heard of crown. But I know what is crown, but I have never heard of crown here. But I think crown is also something like, it is similar in shape, right? It is similar in shape, something like this. Do you mean? Is it not crown? I mean, this is how we make a crown, right? See, MJ, it has to be the similar price action. Yeah, very similar. Okay, so it has to be similar price action, but I hope you get my idea. I am trying to give you an idea about how to enter a trade, how will you know that now is the time to pull the trigger? Now you can say, okay, Rakesh, I can wait for the entire day for my trade to come, but how will I know that the time has come? So this is what I'm trying to show you here. This is a bigger version of what you will see here. Okay, this is what you will see, and you will see this every time. You want me to go to past to show you this? I will give you one example, not one example, I'll give you multiple examples. Okay, I'll give you multiple examples what happens when there is a breakout. All right, so we need a downtrending market for that. Where is the downtrending market? No downtrending market. Why there is no downtrending market here? Okay, here is the downtrending market. Okay, you see here that the price breaks below these lows, I will say. Okay, these lows, price breaks below these lows. Okay, and then it tries and goes to the upside. Do you see something here? Can you spot which is the swing high? Okay, I'll help you here. This is the swing high, right? But how do you know that this is the swing high? Now you will say, because we have a hindsight, we can see the future, that's why we know that this. No, if you look from this candle, is this the swing high? No. Is this the swing high? No. Is this the swing high? No. Is this the swing high? We don't know, because there is no next candle yet. Now when this candle is formed or closed, Do you know which is the swing high? Yes, this is the swing high. You know, when this candle forms, you know that this is the swing high, right? Now you know which is the swing high. So whatever is the next candle to the swing high, the low of that candle is to be used as the stop order to open a trade, and your stop loss will be here. Now in this case, say if this was the trade, if your stop order was here and your stop loss was here, you had a 12,000 points of stop loss. Where was your potential target? I'm not saying that you look at here. No, you go back. Go back. What was the next level of support? This was next level of support, right? After that, this was the next level of support, right? So after this was the next level of support. Now I will say that technically I would have never opened such trade. Why? I will explain you why. Okay, because I knew that this was the potential trade. My stop loss was around 12,000 or say 13,000 points away. I needed 39,000 of profits. The first support was around 25,000 points away. I could have placed the trade, but my potential profit was only 1:2, only 2 times the profit. But if I would have traded to 70,000, this would have been a much better trade. But the problem is that there was support before that, and I'd never risk my money when there is a support in the way. So maybe I would have not opened the trade. But you got the idea how to open the trade, right? MGA, Hassan, Mike, are you all there? You getting me? Do you get the idea how to open a trade? How to make sure that you're doing the right thing? Now similarly, in the case of buy, it is a similar case. Like say here you had the resistance, you saw, okay, this got higher. Now this went higher, right? This went higher than this one. Eventually it closed the bearish engulfing, and after bearish engulfing you will not have the, I think, courage to open a buy trade. So just skip this part, okay? But when after this rise, when the price came back to this area, you say this area here, after this candle was formed, you are aware that this is the swing low, right? So next candle to swing low, whatever is the high that the price has made, that is your buy order. If this is your buy order, then this was your stop loss, 4,200 points, 4,300 points. And what was your potential profits? Well, your potential profits were the previous highs. What were the previous highs? You have to go and check that wherever it is. Wherever it is. But I hope you got it, right? It must be 3809 somewhere. So if that is the case, your stop loss is approximately 4,000 points and your take profit is approximately 20,000 points. So it is 1:4 risk to reward ratio. So why don't you buy this market? You will buy this market. Yes, I got you. It is trading basics that we keep forgetting. Part of trading is not trading when the Russians are no tempting. Russians? Part of trading is not trading when the Russians are not tempting. I don't understand the Russians. Ratios, yes. Yes, ratios are not tempting. You should stop. This is yes, exactly, Hassan, I got you. When I mix all three messages of yours, I understand whatever you say is what I'm saying. When the ratios are not tempting, like when the ratios are not more than 1:3, we should not be trading. This is so simple. You know, my analogies are very crude, so I will include one more analogy in this one. So you say that you are unmarried, okay, and you want to get married. Now you want to get married and you are looking for, you are actually imagining in your life that you will have a very beautiful wife, okay, and then comes the time to meet a girl. Then you meet her, and when you meet the girl, she says, okay, she finds you very handsome, she will be very happy with you, but when you meet her, you don't find it, you don't think that that is the girl that you wanted to marry, or that is the girl whom you wanted in your life. But then you have a fear of missing out. Oh, if I don't marry this girl, maybe I will be bachelor forever. Oh, if I don't see this girl, maybe I will never get a girl. That is a fear of missing out, which forces you to take a trade which even may not end up in your favor. Now, even if it doesn't end up in your favor, it's not a problem for a trader, because we are there who are called risk managers. We have to manage the risk, but not that much of a big risk. Okay, the risk should be only 1% or less than your account, because you have to live for another day to trade and make profits. So it all boils down to one thing: if you don't have a fear of missing out, you will not overtrade. One thing. And when you overtrade, you tend to take trades which are not even required. And if you are not disciplined, you will do everything that is not required to be done. So discipline, I think, is most important here. You make your plans. You only pull the trigger when it is more than 1:3 risk to reward ratio. If it is not there, do not press the trigger. The life is not going to finish here. People are making money, a lot of money, with less than 1%. With less than 1%. So you don't have to be afraid. There are trades everywhere. There are trades everywhere, guys. If I am saying okay, we are bullish in this market, right? We are bullish in this market. There intraday, there are so many trades. Only in this region, I can tell you, only in this region, I could have made more than 20,000 points. Only in this region. But I'm not doing that because I don't want a headache in my life. I don't do intraday trading. I wait for my levels to be achieved, and it is perfect. It makes all sense. Okay, I'll explain you further. Suppose in the euro Australian dollar, do you see these levels getting tested so beautifully every time? Every time. Why the price is reacting to these levels? Why the price is reacting to these levels, guys? Simple question. Because these are the levels which we have marked after seeing what happened to these levels in the past. These levels we have made by looking at the price action. These are not indicators. These are my levels, or these are your levels that you have placed on your charts, which you think are important levels. Now, yesterday only we have talked about it. You see that if the price closes below 1.6222, then we will find it hard to go on the upside. Of course, the price can actually go to the upside, but even if it goes, it will find more resistance on the top, and we'll be looking for the lower lows. Or you can say it's something like crown, which you just mentioned. Something like this may happen. Okay, this is also head and shoulder. Yeah, so head and shoulder is a reversal pattern, so you will be looking for a selling opportunity in this market also, right? Yeah, guys. And also you see that okay, wait. Also you see that the market structure is broken here. The market structure, which was an uptrending structure here, poke, and this low is taken out here. So just now the market structure is broken, so I will be looking for a lower high to be formed and then a lower low to be formed. Now in the process of making lower high, the price will try to go higher, right? And I will make a channel. And when this channel breaks to the downside, I will be a seller, because I know by that time the price would have already made a lower high. I hope that helps. Okay, let's look at the Ethereum now. So Ethereum is trying to hold at the lows here, but the Bitcoin doesn't seem like holding. Okay, Bitcoin is also holding, so it's okay. So Ethereum and Bitcoin is going hand in hand, and now I have a feeling that there is a possibility of buying. Why I'm saying that there is a possibility of buying? Because the push from this resistance, has failed to go lower than this low, and this low has failed to go lower than this low. That means we are looking at the higher highs and higher lows again in this market. So this may be another formation of another high. Let's see how the things unfold. I cannot say for sure right now, but yes, the price or the buyers are trying to hold their previous support areas. Okay, so resistance remains 2015 on the upside, support remains 1784 on the downside, guys. CAD JPY, well, we are bullish in this one, but right now the price is just consolidating before any leg further. It can even go lower from here, but I think at the lower prices buyers are able to push the prices higher. You see these three candles here, these are pin bars. That means the price has set, okay, the buyers have said, okay, we want it 100.83 area, I think, is the area of support here for the price. So everybody is willing to buy at the lower prices. I think 101.80 may be tested very soon in this price, in this market. On the low side, 99.20 may act as a support if the price tends to fall from. USA Tech, well, I am very bullish in this market. Why I am bullish, I will tell you on the daily. Okay, I'm very bullish on this market. You look at the yesterday's bullish pin bar. Okay, I will remove this. Look at the yesterday's bullish pin bar. This bullish pin bar actually pierced these previous highs. These previous highs were around 13,288.889, and yesterday it made a high of 13,304.21. This was the highest high that the price has made, and today this is an inside bar. That means the price has failed to go lower than the yesterday's low and has failed to go higher than the yesterday's high. So this is an inside bar. When there is an inside bar, there is a formation of a symmetrical triangle. There is a formation of symmetrical triangle. So you can see that this triangle is in formation, and this may be seen like this. Okay, not symmetrical exactly, but symmetrical. To some extent, right? So I think when this symmetrical triangle breaks, we will know for sure which direction the price is tending to move. Okay, above on the upside, now the resistance will be around 13,304. On the downside, support is very far, which is around 12,790. Pound against Australian dollar, well, we talked about it yesterday also. Yes, the upswing pivot is around 1.8395, but break from this symmetrical triangle here will push the prices down only. You can actually keep an ellipse here. Why? Because this is the confluence of two resistances. If the price goes here, I think it will find more resistance and more sellers to push the price down towards 1.8395 area. USA 30, well, this is doing nothing. Okay, it got rejected here and now it is just consolidating. Audi JPY is for my personal this thing. That's all, guys. I think we are done for the day. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'll be very happy to answer your questions if you have any, guys. Otherwise, okay, I will end this webinar maybe in next 2 minutes if there are no questions. Hassan, may I know where are you from, brother? And also, Mike, if you're still here, if you don't mind sharing, where are you from? Oh, thanks to you for joining us, guys. Thanks to you, Hassan, for joining. All right, guys, I see that there are no more questions, so let me conclude this webinar for you. I hope that you know about the important levels of interest in the coming hours and days. My suggestion to you is that just keep in mind to only risk 1% of your entire capital on a single trade and look for a potential profit of more than 3 times of whatever you're risking. With this note, I shall end this live stream. Please press the like button if you find this video useful for you. You can leave your suggestions in the comment sections and consider subscribing to the channel for more such webinars. Have a good day. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow, 16:30 GMT. Bye bye.